Welcome to the Community Pulse, where we take the pulse of the community so we can take action.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Community Pulse, where we take the pulse of the community so that we can take action. Today we have a special guest today, Mr. Victor, the Diz Blackful. How are you today?
I am fantastic. How about yourself?
I'm doing okay.
All
I'm
right.
a little nervous. I'm so honored.
Why are you nervous?
Because I'm here with you.
Oh,
That's
anyway,
why.
stop.
Oh my goodness, this is an honor.
I'm just regular people.
No.
Yeah, there's a lot of more people know me than some other folks. That's the only difference.
But I mean,
just regular folks.
For the ones who grew up listening to you, who were tuned in every morning, it is a big deal. In Chicago, we don't get starstruck often, but our own people, we love on them hard. So I want to express to you how much the community loves you, how much we're happy to have you here. It's been a buzz around the office all day. I've been telling everybody I booked the Diz, and they are just smitten about it. So we are so happy to have you here.
Well, thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah,
and thank you for all the kind words as well.
Wonderful, wonderful. So we wanted to get you in here today to talk about the summer night. Let me make sure I get it right. The Main Street Summer Night Series. In this year's, the theme is the soundtrack to summer.
That is correct.
That's correct. Okay. Do you want to talk a little bit about that today?
Okay. So since my days of retiring from radio,
Right.
I basically am back where it all started. I was born and raised in the village of Park Forest.
Mm-hmm.
So I am now the cultural arts supervisor for the theater that we have in Park Forest.
Absolutely.
It's the Nathan Manilow Theater located inside Freedom Hall. It's a 287-seat theater. And from there, I booked the talent for our fall and winter series. So that begins in October and runs through April.
Okay.
So this past season, we had Al Hudson One Way was there. We had LaTanya Hughes was there. The funk band Slave from Ohio, they were there. We do a big Motown show.
Okay.
This year, we got Chicago's very own Shantae Savage is going to be there. We have a tribute to Frankie Beverly and Mays coming to kick off October the 11th. We have Lakeside, the funk group Lakeside is going to be there this year. So I book the talent for Freedom Hall. Okay. And then when that's over in April, I take a break in May and I move everything outside. Okay. So Park Forest basically has a big outdoor party starting the second week of June, running through the first week of August. Okay. This year is going to run through the second week of August because we had a rain out last week. Okay. So I had to postpone something and move it back. So my job there is to throw the biggest party in the Southland. So we opened June 11th. We had about 3,000 people out there. Mm-hmm. It's a family event. It features carnival rides for the kids. We have We have a food truck court out there with maybe about 6-7 food trucks. We have vendors that are out there selling everything from candles to soaps to stuff to the community. And I bring good talent out there. So it starts at 6 o'clock. It runs all the way to 9 o'clock and is basically a big party.
It is.
Yeah. So we have fun with it.
I've been able to come out a few times. It's always a time. I live in Chicago Heights, okay. Which is your neighbor, and everyone, it's a buzz. Everybody's excited about the events, the talent that you've been booking. It's been great, and it's for the community. It's been awesome. How are you bridging the generational gap, if you will, between some of our older residents and some of the newer talent that's out there? Is it hard to mesh those two groups together?
Well, I will say talent is talent.
Okay.
So whether you're young or whether you're old, talent shines through. Right. When I took over Freedom Hall and started looking to book bands, I basically looked what my predecessor did, and they had a good thing going on at Freedom Hall, but I kind of put my own spin on it. Yeah. Again, with my radio background, I still have a lot of contacts in management, artists that I know. The talent that was being booked was basically catering to an audience that was probably 55 to 75. Right. I've kind of lowered it down to about 40 to 65, somewhere around there. Yes. So, because, at the end of the day, we become, we go from the bad boys to the old guys.
Exactly.
Right. So, I have to keep that in mind. Right. And, I love my seniors. I offer senior discounts. We do, we have partnerships with Bloom Township, Rich Township. We're working on one with Thornton Township. So the seniors are a major part of what I do at Freedom Hall and what I do with the Outside series. But at the same time, there are also younger people as well. So I have to find a way to integrate them in as well, because I want to grow this thing. I just don't want to cater to one particular audience. And Park Forest is a community that was built on diversity. And I enjoy adding diversity to my musical lineups. At Freedom Hall, we had our first all Latin show this year. We had a Selena tribute. That's never happened before.
No.
You're from Chicago Heights, and I know how many Hispanics live on the hill in Chicago Heights.
The hill.
So I was like, we're going to do this.
Bring them.
So, next year for Main Street Nights, I'm bringing the reggae band. We've never had a reggae night there. I got a country night happening this year. We're down on boots on the ground.
I was just about to say that.
We're trying to figure out different ways, different musical genres, and mix them all together. So no matter where you come from, no matter what your background is, we will have something to offer you in Park Forest.
That is awesome. So for someone who's new to it, what do they need to know? Like, what are they bringing? What's allowed? What's not?
All you need to know is it happens. Starts the second week of June. Okay. It's Wednesday. It's in downtown Park Forest, 349 Main Street is the exact address. Mm-hmm. So it's an outside event. It's absolutely free. Okay. It's a family fun atmosphere. I tell people that all the time. It's family fun. So if you want to bring your kids, your grandkids, there's carnival rides, there's games, there's face painting, there's plenty of stuff for them to do. For the adults, I got a cigar area lounge part. I have food trucks with all the food from barbecue to Mexican to vegan. I have all the food options for you. And if you feel like doing a little shopping, I have local vendors from the area selling soaps and different products like that. You can purchase things from them as well. All you got to do is bring your lawn chair, pick out your best spot, set it up, and have a good time.
Oh my goodness.
Keep it really easy.
Really, it's going to be awesome.
It's fun.
We thank you for coming out. Is there anything else that you really want them to know about this series or what's going on in Park Forest?
Well, we got a lot of amazing things happening in Park Forest. And it's just not Park Forest. Mm-hmm. It's the Southland. Like I said, I was born and raised out here. I was a graduate of Ritchie's High School. And, to me, it's personal out here for me.
Absolutely.
And not to throw any shade or anything, but I'm good to watch the news. And I always see the northwest suburbs get a lot of press. The northern suburbs get a lot of press. But, when it comes to the south suburbs, we kind of get treated like a stepchild, especially anything east of 57. And there are some wonderful programs going out here, not just in Park Forest, but in neighboring communities as well as in Richton Park, Chicago Heights, Matson as well. There are some wonderful people putting some programs together and some really hot things happening out here that I think more people need to be aware about. Absolutely. And again, we're also available on social media, whether you find us on Facebook, whether you find us on Instagram. But, for what we do in Park Forest, freedomhall.org is our website for our Freedom Hall series. You can log on there. You can enter your email address, and I can let you know exactly when tickets go on sale. September 5th, that's when tickets go on sale for the new series, which, again, I sold out 8 shows last year. Okay. This year, I plan to sell them all out. So get your tickets early. Early. Freedom Hall becomes my priority once the leaves start changing and football season starts. But as of right now, it's all about Main Street Nights. And I also will encourage any talent out there. If you are a band, maybe you have a local dance troupe, maybe you got a group of girls that do pom-pom cheers, or maybe you have a band, or maybe you have, something like that. I'm always looking for opening acts. Okay. I'm always looking for main acts.
Hear that, people?
And I always tell people to contact me directly. I'm easy to find. If you don't catch me walking around Main Street Nights talking to everybody, you can always call Freedom Hall 708-747-0580. Leave a message for me. Or go to freedomhall.org. You can email me directly through there and let me know what you got going on, because I would much rather put people on that are from the area around here before I start going to agencies trying to find somebody that does a fire act or somebody who has a reggae band. If you're right here in Chicago or out in the South Suburbs somewhere and this is what you do, you got a dance troupe of girls that are out in the parade, cutting up Bud Billiken style, call me. I will put you on. That's what I do.
That's what I'm talking about. We need exposure out in these areas.
Yep.
So that is awesome. We are so excited about what's going on. Now, do you think you were mentioning the different communities that are out here. Do you think there may be some collaborations with different?
Yeah, actually, I got to give props to my Recreation and Parks director, Kevin Adams.
Okay.
He actually got the directors together from neighboring villages, and we meet once a month.
Wonderful.
So that's great. So we sit down with Chicago Heights, we sit down with Madison, we sit down with Richton Park, and we talk about the things we got going on because we don't want to step on each other.
Absolutely.
It doesn't make any sense if we all throw one big concert on the exact same date. Now we're splitting the crowd. So this way, if they know Park Forest has got Wednesday on lock, then Richton Park turns around and they hit a Thursday. And then Olympia Fields turns around and they hit a Friday. But therefore, we can share vendors, we can share talent, we can share information. And every night in the Southland, you'll have something to do. So
that is awesome.
that's
And
been working. That's been working out really good. So
Good.
props out again to my director, Kevin Adams, for pulling this all together and making us meet once a month so we can hash those things out.
Yeah, we would love to extend our invitation to our town hall meeting that we have quarterly. Much of the same collaboration is going on, and events as much as we do as far as healing the family and the community. We gotta have fun in there too.
Yeah,
So-
of course. And I'm all about fun. I mean, you remember me from my radio days.
Absolutely.
Me and Mike Love, if nothing else, we had fun.
Man.
We kicked it
Hard.
all the time.
That's
and
so
hard.
hard.
I tell all my little cousins, I'm like, you all don't understand. I partied enough for 3 lifetimes.
Hey,
You
don't
couldn't
do nothing.
party as hard as me if you wanted to. I look back on that now. I'm telling you, hey, like I said, we gone from bad boys to old guys.
Okay.
And that's okay. I mean, I love my life now.
I was right there with you every step of the way.
You know,
50-yard line. The
Right.
nights. Oh my
The
college
rainbow
nights.
skate jams, all that type of stuff. You know, when the music changed and the radio environment changed, you know, we could see those things coming. And I'm not somebody who's trying to hold on to something and try to keep it rolling and adjust to what's happening now. I have a daughter. She has her artists that she loves. And you know what? I don't get it. I don't understand them. I don't get it, but that's okay. She loves them
Right.
and it's for her.
Okay.
I speak a different language.
Okay.
So, you know, I'm always willing to pass the baton off to the youngster. You know what? You take the radio, do what you got to do. Now I'm here in this space and I love this space. I love talking to people. And like yourself, I'm out there talking on the mic sometimes and somebody say, hey, aren't you? Wait a minute. And it's amazing because I had a woman walk up to me a couple of weeks ago. She actually had a recording of herself on the birthday line that she recorded on a cassette and she put on her phone.
I didn't do that.
And I was
Still have
like,
it.
oh my God, when was that? She's like, I don't know, 98, 99. But the
96.
fact that me and Mike Love were able to touch so many lives
Absolutely.
and do so much is something that can never be taken away from us. And, you know, we talk about it from time to time. We're like, we didn't know that in the moment, what we were doing, what we were creating, what people would remember. But as we have become older adults, people never let us forget that.
Oh no,
So it's a
no,
good
because
thing.
it really resonated with the community. You know, growing up, we had our old heads in the morning. You know, and which was great. You know, we would hear our mom's radio artist in the morning, but it was something for us. It was for our generation, for our ears, and it was wonderful. It was fresh. You never got enough of it. And I want to thank you again for just having that platform.
And I wish you all knew. And one day, like I said, me and Mike have talked about it before. And I don't know, maybe one day we end up doing a documentary. But
You should.
there's so much stuff that we got so much pushback on that almost didn't happen
Really?
because they were like, are you serious? I mean, like stuff like the birthday bash, stuff like the 20-second workout. That was all stuff that people above us
Legendary.
looked at. They were like, what the heck is this? But because we kept our ear to the street, we were out in the community. We saw the things that were happening. We knew, we believed in it. We knew it was going to work. And at the end of the day, we convinced them to believe in it too. And then before you knew it, boom, it becomes legendary.
And
So
I think that's the same thing that's happening here with those summer night series. It, you know, once it starts to take off and everyone, and which it already has, it's exploded.
But I mean, that's the whole point. I mean, again, there's some wonderful things and people out here in the Southland. There's some wonderful community events, and people should come out and partake in those things. You know, this is a free party. I mean, you can't
be
does it get
free.
any better than that?
It never does.
You know, and like I said, this is a family event. So, I mean, there's something for everybody. You can bring your kids out. You can feel safe. There's plenty of police presence around. You see people walking through there. We keep it nice and clean. So, hey, what more can you ask for?
right. Is there anything else you wanted to share with our listeners before you get out of here?
I don't know. Like I said, freedomhall.org is the website.
Right.
Again, if you are a band or you are involved in an agency that has some things going on and you're interested in maybe being an opening actor performing, whether it's at Main Street Nights or at Freedom Hall, always feel free to reach out to me. Again, my name is Victor, last name Blackful. You can call me by Diz. It is what it is,
okay.
right?
We can still, okay.
People will say it, and I'm
Okay,
like,
all right.
okay, you know me. So, but freedomhall.org is the website. You can email me directly through there, or again, 708-747-0580.
Thank you so much for coming out. I was so nervous to have you on here, and you have been nothing but a pleasure. So I thank you for coming out to the Community Pulse. All right. And again, this was Lakeisha Webb with the Community Pulse with Mr. Victor Blackful signing off.